Good morning, everybody. How are you all?
Oh, hi. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Oh,
But I can't hear you. Okay, I have a new mic plugged in. Does the mic sound weird, strange, better, or worse?
it's weird. Just maybe a bad internet connection or
That's
something.
without it.
It sounds
Oh, that's
fine
better.
to me.
Yeah.
Better without it?
It sounds fine to me.
Okay. I'll just take that off for now because I can't hear you when it's plugged in. That's not nice.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Okay. All right. Well, how's everyone doing?
Good.
Any special requests? Any injuries we need to worry about? Things like that? No,
Nope.
just need to move.
My left ribs are still a little sore. I will just try to modify whatever I need to do to make it work.
Okay, Celeste, this is all about side work today, so be very cautious. We're going to be doing flank twists. So,
Okay.
yep, always you can pop in and holler out and say, I need a modification here if you can't think of one yourself, okay?
Okay.
But don't do as I do because you think you need to do. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So slow breathing and just movement, not necessarily opening in long stretches.
Okay.
Good. Well, I'm glad you were all here. So today is, like I said, flank stretches. We're working towards the middle liver and gallbladder time period. So just think about, the liver and the gallbladder and the pancreas over on the right side, the spleen on the left side. This whole middle belly now is waking up for springtime. So we're going to try to open up those floating ribs with we call it flank stretches. Just think about your whole side as your flank. So that's today's focus. And we just need you. And if you want to modify with a block, grab a block. Otherwise, on the mat. And I'll see you there. We'll sit down to start. All right, and I'll mute you to start with, just to keep our cameras open. Okay. So we'll sit down and we'll just start with the feet with our breathing. So bring the soles of your feet together and flex the toes back and see if you can just match up the balls of the feet and feel the arch of the foot and the heels together. Find this loop around. You can hang on to the bottom of the feet. Just keep those toes flexed back. Just keep the opening of the bottom of the feet. And see if you can let those knees fall down towards the floor. And then you can do a little tension between the hands and the shoulders, stretching open front of the chest. And take a deep breath in here. When you exhale, just bring chin down to chest and exhale all the way down. Right into the belly as you gently pull it in. And then on the inhale, release the belly and lift the chin. Big deep breath. And then on the exhale, do the same thing. Pull chin down as if you're just following the breath down to the belly. Pulling it down into the middle, squeeze the abs in, and then release the belly and lift. Inhale, lift the chin, big deep breath, opening the throat. Exhaling back down again. Just opening the airway. Do that again. Following it all the way up. Exhale all the way down. And then one more, lifting up. This time follow it all the way to the top of the head. Imagine the ears open, nose open, skin's open. And this time we'll take a forward fold. Just come down, pull the belly in and chin to chest, exhale, and take a nice roll forward, open the spine. Now this time, breathe up the back. Chin nice and tight to this chest, over the top of the head. Breathe into the back space. And then inhale, roll up. Lifting up nice and long. And then we'll grab one of those feet, take your left hand maybe on your left foot just to match sides. If you keep your mat square to the camera or perpendicular like mine is, then we're going to move back and forth that way. All right, so you can hold the foot up, bring your right hand across into the hole below the ball of the foot, and then we'll just roll the foot in and we'll press into that space. So opening up the bottom of the feet, the wellspring point, we call this kidney one, the beginning of the kidney channel starts on the bottom of the feet. But important to know, we breathe through the nose, as you already know, and through the mouth, through the skin. The skin is the outer tissue for the lungs, so the pores open and close. We also breathe through the bottom of our feet. So imagine as you're opening the bottom of this point, this well, this deep well spring like a taproot, you're also breathing through the bottom of your feet. So connect the breath in there. You can bend the toes over, just fold them down towards the bottom of the foot, stretching that plantar fascia. And then flex the toes back, open again, and then we'll raise that foot up and we'll give it 3 slaps across. And then set it down, and then we'll go to the other side, lift it up. So between the first 2 toes, right below the ball of the foot, we curl in. You can feel that space, that void. So give this a rub and see how this foot feels. Which side feels a little more tight? Which one feels a little bit more like it feels soggy. Soggy and damp doesn't really have much feeling, just kind of mushy. So how does your fascia feel on the bottom of your feet? Can we begin to stretch that out and find a little more balance? And you can fold those toes down while you're pressing in. And, you know, put in some good thoughts and feelings here. Learn from the body. And then we'll lift this one up and we'll give it a wake. 3 slaps, loving slaps, of course. And then pull those feet a little closer, heels closer. And then hold on to the bottom of the toes and drop the knees out again. Take a deep breath up the channel. And then falling forward, over, exhale. Now feel the middle body, side ribs open. Breathe up the back. And then roll up, stacking, and then lifting that column of air all the way up. And then we'll lift the knees, and we'll come right away, come forward into a wide knee sit. So I'm just going to face forward and sit down on the heels. I know that may not be a comfortable position for you. But as I do a wide knee child's pose, you can always leave your knees close together. I bring your hands, heels of hands right on the crease of the leg here, pressing down on the femur. Press down, lift the shoulders up to ears, and just feel the lower back, finding some room. And then you can rest down on the heels, just stretching the quads. And we'll take a nice wide forward fold child's pose here. Bringing chest down. Again, you can leave the knees under the chest, but you can get your chest and belly a little closer to the earth with the wide knees. Feel the long stretch along the side body and back. And then walk your hands over to your right and send them over to a nice big curve and lower that hip down to floor and lower your head under the arm and breathe into the side ribs here. So Celeste, just keep your arc nice and simple. See if you can lower that hip down. And breathe into the side. And walk the hands back out to the front. Take a nice long stretch. Sit the tailbone down and stretch again. Breathe all the way up the spine. And then walk your hands the other side. Like spit arc and lower the hip as you lower the head. Find the breath coming all the way under the armpit here. One more breath. Ease up nice and easy. Come back to the front again. And stretch. Connecting with the earth, which is the element of the middle body we're going to connect in today. And then we'll walk the hands up nice and easy. And we'll stay here with the hands out in front. We'll open up each one of those fingers and press the palm down to the floor as you sit down a little deeper. Just gently opening up the fingers, the palms. Breathe and release the neck. Drop chin to chest here, breathing all the way up the back. And as you exhale down through the hands, you can stretch in the other way. Turn one hand over, top side down, and palm up, fingers stretching. Breathe into the opening here for the wrists. And do the other side. And now we'll take the hands and we'll turn the fingers back towards the legs, pressing palm forward. So my inside of my forearms are now pressing forward and fingers and palms flat facing back towards my legs. And then you can drop chin to chest here. Open up the forearms and the wrist and the fingers. And then ease back off, back to the fingers, and sit down and rub those wrists. Open up the heart channel and the lung channel, the pericardium here. All these source points, just give those wrists a good rub. You can come off those knees and take a stretch, just bring them underneath your hips and just stretch one leg back at a time. Just gently opening up those hamstrings and the back of the calves and the Achilles. And then we'll come right back to your sit of choice here. I'm coming back to my wide knee because we'll come right into thread the needle. So having the knees wider, your belly comes lower. You can certainly do this up on your knees in a tabletop position. So choose which one feels a little better for you right now. Sit back, put the hands out forward. We're going to lift left arm up to sky. So we lift it up rotating middle body, chest over. See how far back and over you can come, just opening the side ribs. Taking a deep breath in here. And then exhale, threading through, underneath, and coming down to shoulder. And then turn that ear to floor and look at the hand. You can take that opposite arm straight forward, or you can take a bind behind the back, or just place the two palms together today. This is all about the shoulder, so be easy on the neck. Big deep breaths here. One more breath. Use the hand to lift the head up. Nice and easy. Come back to that either tabletop or sitting down into your wide knee. Placing those hands wide open on the floor again, switching arms. Now right arm comes up to sky. Reach back and over, open the side ribs. Feel those ribs right above the hip. Find a little space. Breathe in. And on the exhale, slide it underneath, thread through, come down to the shoulder, nice and easy, and turn the ear to floor, looking at your palm, and then find the place for your hand. Let that neck ease and the hips ease down to let the shoulder open. Take another deep breath. And the hand presses you up. Easy on the neck. Come back up with the hands. And then everyone comes to a tabletop. And we'll stretch that out. Just place those hands under the shoulders, knees under hips, and do a couple cat-cows. So drop the belly. And lift the chest forward, breathing in, and then tuck that tail nice and tight and press right between the shoulder blades. So you pull those ribs as high as you can get them in, squeeze them in. And then now we'll drop the front of the belly. So really let it expand, breathing. So I pull through my arms, let my chest come forward. Then exhale, tail down, straight up. And then one more. Pulling chest through. Exhale. Cat. Good. Set the toes down on the floor behind you and just open up the back of the feet or the bottom of the feet here. So I'm just tucked my toes and I'm sitting back and just opening my feet before I put them on the earth. And then I'll just take a little squat, open up, lift those heels, and then roll up nice and easy. We're going to come to stand. So I want to do some nice rolling and tracing of our channels, our liver and our gallbladder channels. So just take those hands right up to the ribs, right on side body here. And take a deep breath and expand right into the hands, pushing the ribs out to side. Breathe in. And exhaling, contract, pull it all back in. So this is the area we're working here. Think about giving space to the liver to regenerate. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull in. Now you have to pull it back in, otherwise the ribs can just keep growing outward. We want our abs to be strong. Pull them back in. Inhale. Expand all the way to the side body. Exhale back. So this is where the liver and the gallbladder meet, the channels. So take those hands and slide them all the way down the front of the legs and come right to the big toe. Forward fold. We're gonna just massage both sides of the big toe. One inside is the spleen, and then the one inside next to the second toe is liver. So the big toe is the head. Just imagine the head is coming down towards the toe, blood coming to the head, and you're rubbing your toe, getting blood to your big toe. And then slide your fingers right up the crease between the first and second toe, and you'll feel that wedge come right up to where those tendons and the bones meet, and you can press down. Very important point, liver 3. Now just come back into your forward fold while you press that point, and imagine just taking the heat from the head down to your fingers, right into liver 3 here. And then we'll just slide the hands up the inner ankles, up the inner legs, inner knees, right through the femoral arteries as you breathe and come up to the side ribs. Inhale, exhale back. And then the gallbladder comes right through up to the outer eyes. So we place the fingers on the eyes and they go right to the ear. So breathe in and slide the fingers from the eyes to the ears. Breathe in. And then over the forehead, top of head, inhale. Right to the occiput as you open the wings. Big breath in. And then we bring the hands down to the top of the shoulders. As we exhale, come down to the ribs, slide down the IT band, slide down all the way to the outside edge to the fourth toe. And that's the end of the gallbladder channel. All right, so fingers over the big toes, slide them up, big breath in. Exhale here. Hands up to eyes, inhale here. Exhale. Long exhale all the way down. Imagine just look below the channels. Big toe side, inhale up. Exhale. Pause the breath as you slide the hands up to the eyes. Now inhale to the ears, over. Big wings open, open the ribs. Exhale down again. We'll do one more. Round to the big toe, up, inhale. Exhale. Up, eyes, inhale to the ears, over the forehead, over the head. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, back down. One more time. Follow the ribs down the outside of the legs to the fourth toe. And of course, one more inhale, liver around. And exhale here. So if you remember, that's a nice little stretch and forward fold. Open the channels, come back to the middle here. Good. Now we're going to open up right away to a wide leg, parallel those feet. We're going to take a nice inhale up with the arms, open the ribs, lift them up, and then pull straight down, exhale. And do that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more, opening the ribs. Feel that rising up. Exhale. And then on this exhale, turn your toes out or turn your heels in and sit down for our Mabu, our horse stance. Now feel the channel tracings that we just did here. Keep holding the chest up, breathing in. Exhale, building straight. So here we hold. Big muscles now warming up, asking the blood to come in. Breathe here. One more. Exhale. Place the hands out on the top of the legs and then you can press up. Good. Make your feet parallel again. Inhale. And this time come to a nice forward fold all the way down. Wide leg. Open up your feet and let the back of the leg stretch. We'll take our hands right out underneath the shoulders and press up halfway and feel these 4 points under the hands and the feet. Tuck your tailbone down, see if you can straighten the back there. Keep your eyes down on the floor. Put your left hand right underneath your face. Pressing down. Now we have 3 points as we lift the right arm up to sky and take a nice upper body twist. Keep those 3 points of connection. Face, long spine, still holding, just opening the chest. Big deep breath and keep those fingers alive. And bring the hand down and replace. Right hand under face. Find your 3 points first of balance. Tuck the tailbone down. Keep the spine long and rotate that right arm or left arm up for you. Inhale. Feel the chest opening. Dropping shoulder blade down onto back. Reaching up, fingers alive. And then exhale, hands back down below. Lift up halfway, take a breath in, tuck your belly up, and then lower down, exhale. And then turn your heels in or toes out, sit back down. You can leave the hands down on the floor and we just sit down in this wide Malasana-like supported stretch. And then we're halfway there to rolling up. Just go ahead, use the strong legs, roll back up. And then we'll turn your left foot into warrior two. Just go ahead and turn that front foot forward. And then look at the alignment, heel of the front foot in the back arch. Interlock your hands behind. Squeeze and open the chest. And now we're going to come right into ostrich. I'm going to lower my chest straight forward, not towards the leg, but right straight forward, holding my warrior two legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the hands up or leave them on your back. Keep squeezing and lifting shoulders out of neck. Hence the name ostrich, long neck here. Bring the hands down if they're lifted, right back underneath. You can put the hands under the shoulders so you can lift up. Still keep the warrior legs. I'm going to walk my hands towards my back foot now. Just stretching the side ribs. So right hand near right foot, take left hand on the inside of the thigh. On the forward leg and press away and take a nice arc towards the back. So I'm pressing against the inner thigh and I'm rotating, opening the top of the hip and the ribs. Big deep breath here. And then release the bind. Come all the way around towards the front foot now. And stretch the other way. You can bring shoulder down on the inside of the leg and see if you can get that shoulder to come underneath the knee. This is a prep for many of our other forms going forward, but right now it's just about getting the shoulder down where the knee is and stretching the outside. You'll probably feel this maybe on the hamstrings of that left leg, that forward leg. Just stretch in. And then walk the hands back to middle again. Turn your feet parallel. Take a nice prasarita or forward fold here. Releasing that out. And then switch. Bring your right foot forward. Come into warrior two legs and roll yourself up. Find the stretch on this side. See if you can get that front knee right over the ankle. And then we'll interlock the hands again for ostrich on this side. Take a deep breath. And then we'll fold down. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, dropping down. Let that neck be long. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lift them up one more time. And then you can lower the hands down, bring them right underneath the shoulders as you press up. And then we'll walk the hands back to the back foot, taking a nice angle arc here for the ribs. Now bring your right hand to the right inner thigh, press away, and then twist just a little more towards the back foot. And then release and roll the whole body to face your front leg. Keeping the feet still right in warrior two legs. Dropping that front shoulder down. You can wrap your hand around the back of the ankle, the heel. Just lower the head and feel the stretch here. Another option, if the back leg is, you feel too stretched out, you can always come down to the knee here. Now roll back around to the front. Carry that foot with you, make them both parallel. Take a nice prasarita, wide leg forward fold here. And then while we're down, we might as well stretch. Walk both of your hands over to one side. And then take a flank stretch, drop the head down, and twist and look at the opposite foot. And then sweep the hands to the other side, both hands on that ankle, dropping head, rotating body, upper body, looking at the other side. And releasing, coming back in for your forward fold. A little lower maybe this time. And press up halfway, which will help get your feet back underneath you. Turn your heels in. Sit back down for that nice wide malasana stretch, supported with the front hands. And then roll yourself back up to your standing position here. Good. Nice deep stretches this morning, everybody. All right, bring your feet together. We're going to come and turn to your left side or facing. Yeah, you choose. Good job. Standing. Find your feet underneath. Lift hands to sky. Mountain pose. And take a nice exhale, release and find the movement here. Good, lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Place both hands down and step into a down dog right away. Just come on down and stretch. Big deep breath. See if you can sink your heels a little closer to the floor. Now feel the side body here. Pull belly up and lengthen, releasing the neck. On the inhale, roll forward into plank and hold. Exhale here. Inhale. And then just drop the hips right into an up dog as we rotate here. Exhale, squeezing shoulder blades together. Feel the side ribs moving. On the inhale, drop the head, lift the belly back into down dog. I'm going to bring my right foot forward so I can face the camera. So you choose which way you're going to come to face the camera. We'll do this on both sides into warrior two legs, and now we roll up. Good. Come into extended warrior variation. Just put the forearm on the front leg. Good. And bring that other hand around behind. See if you can bring it right to the front thigh, to the close. And what we're going to do is we're going to push that forearm against the inner thigh and rotate that shoulder behind you for twisting. And then you can release ear down towards shoulder. Feel that back shoulder dropping down, twisting to the back, but my forearm is also pressing away, rotating. And then we'll release the arm, we'll lift it up to sky for a full angle here. Reach over, stretch. And then we can drop that front hand down to floor. Full reach angle. Pressing bicep now against the inner thigh, pressing it back as I rotate my top hip back. Now hold that strength in the legs and rotate back up to warrior two. Hold for strength. Lift hands up to sky as you straighten that front leg. Turn feet parallel and come down for a forward fold. Good. Now just rotate the other side, warrior two, and rotate back up. Now you make sure you're just doing the other side, whichever way you started. Good job. Look in the alignment, make sure that front heel is in line with the back arc. Sink down, front knee right over ankle. Feel the side ribs away from the hips. And then we'll come into our variation, forearm down onto the front thigh, pushes away, keeps my hip lifting off the arm. And we'll drop that extended arm back around and see if we can grab the front of the thigh. Slide it around, drop the shoulder blade down. Keep pressing on and against that front thigh to rotate the shoulder back. And then release that ear to shoulder, release the neck, breathe into the side body. One more breath here, rotating shoulder back. And as you release that bound arm, reach it up to sky, reach it over, find a full body side stretch here. And then we'll drop that front hand down. You can use a block, come to the floor, stay right where you are. Pressing bicep against the inner thigh here. Strong legs, rotate you back up to warrior two, stay right there, rotate up. I know it burns just a little. And then lift hands Straighten and parallel those feet. Coming down again, exhale. Loosen up the back. Good. Rotate towards the back foot and come into the down dog on the opposite side that you just did. Stretching the side ribs. Once again, pressing heels down, lifting belly up. Now on the inhale, roll into plank and hold. Breathe in. Best core you could do or planks, forearm planks, all planks. Pulling belly up, pull butt down, and sink it back into the heels. Take a breath in here. And then we'll just rotate hips down into an up dog. Just lower them down to the floor. Squeeze shoulder blades back, open chest. Breathe in and opening the front body. And as I breathe in, I drop my chin, so I don't use my neck to lift. Using the middle core, come back into down dog. Now walk your feet forward about a foot and make them as wide as your mat, and walk your hands back for a wide forward fold here. Using the mat as our measurement. Release the neck. Good. Now take your left hand over to your right ankle and hang on as you lift the right hand up to sky. Take a nice twist up. See if you can lower the head down and keep reaching up. Little chest side opener here. And then bring that hand down to the floor. Reach across, grab the other ankle, and rotate left arm up to sky. You can start far away, lifting up, or you can stay head down, rotating upper body here. One more breath, and bring the hands down. Good. Walk yourself back out to your down dog. Stretch that out. Now walk your feet forward just a little so that you can plant your heels down onto the floor. So we call this a shortened down dog. Feel the back of the hamstring stretching. Pull belly out. Now we're going to do the same similar twist here, but we're a little extended. Take your left hand to your right ankle, leave your right hand on the floor, and turn and twist towards the side. You can feel this in the lower back, in the QL as it wraps around the lower ribs here. And you can play with this form. The feet can be further out, or they can be closer together. And then we'll rotate back into our shortened down dog, replacing the hands in the switching side. Right hand comes to left ankle, grab the ankle, and turn and twist the opposite way. One more breath in the twist, and then come back out. Go ahead and stretch out to our normal down dog, and feel how good it feels to take that longer. See if you can get those heels a little closer to the floor.
All right. Because I'm gonna face the camera, I'm gonna take my left leg forward this time into warrior one. And then come on up. So choose your side. So my back foot turning forward about 60 degrees. Again, if the hips don't want to quite twist, just walk that front foot a little off to the side. All right, now match. Whatever leg is forward, it's left for me. I'm going to put left hand behind my back onto my lower back, pressing down onto the SI joints. And then take my right hand, my free hand, same as my back leg, up to sky. For Lance Dodger, we're going to reach back and we're going to really open the front of the belly. So by pressing down on the lower back, I'm keeping it long. So remember to lift up and then back. Don't just collapse. Breathe in. On the exhale, rotate forward and reach as far forward. Take your time as far as you can. Come down. And then set that hand next to the front foot and rotate top arm to sky for a revolved. Reach that hand up, keep it alive. Now turn that back heel up and come up for a revolved crescent. Working on balance. See if you can get that back arm to rotate around. Lift hands up to sky, turn back to warrior one, set that foot down. Breathe in, and then exhale, interlock hands behind the back and squeeze forward. Coming into humble warrior now, big breath in. Lower head down on the inside of the front thigh. And squeeze those shoulder blades just like we did for ostrich. Lift those arms up to sky and leave them on the back. When you release the hands, bring them up to sky for one more sweep for those side ribs. Big breath in. And then exhale. Hands down. Step back, down dog, press that out. So step that same leg forward again this time, warrior two, roll all the way up. Parallel the feet, lift up, and take a nice forward fold. Good, now rotate to the other side, switching sides, warrior one, opposite foot forward, roll yourself up, find the legs, find the alignment. And then bring front hand to match your front leg right into the lower back, and we rotate arm up to sky, pulling ribs up, and then back. For our Lance Dodger, push that forearm into the lower back, keep the ribs open. Big deep breaths. One more inhale. On the exhale, reach from the back foot forward as far as you can go, forward. Plant the hand, rotate that bound arm up to sky, rotating towards the back. Inhale. Keep pulling up with that top hand and rotate that back heel up, find your balance, and then come into your revolved crescent here. So you can get that back arm back just a little more. One more breath. Now lift the hands up, rotate foot back down, set it down. Inhale, exhale, hands back behind the back, interlock. Open chest, breathe in. And then lower down, humble warrior, all the way down. And squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift the arms or lean them back. Squeeze. And then lower hands, lift them up to sky. One last time, big deep breath. And then bring the hands down, step back, plank to down dog, and stretch that out on this side. Go ahead and set your knees down. Take a nice child's pose to stretch this out. Come back up. Set your forearms down. Grab your biceps and then interlock the hands, set them down onto the floor. And we're going to press right up between those shoulder blades, holding that step back to a forearm plank. Still working side body here, working strength, coming down to the floor. Keep pressing up through those elbows, right between those shoulder blades, nice and strong. Belly up and glutes back towards the heels. Press through those Achilles, stretching Achilles, heels back. Take another couple breaths. Let your neck be soft. Let the body, the middle body, be the strong part here. One more breath. Set the knees down first. Leave the elbows. Walk the knees back. Widen them up. And then stretch tailbone back towards the feet. Take a nice side body stretch here. And you can play with rotating the hands up to sky. Stretch the side. And then you lower the hands down, lift the head, walk the knees back up, and come to embryo. Just rotate the shoulders back behind you. Nice forward fold here. And then roll up nice and easy. Facing the camera back again, sit down. Couple more stretches. Come into your Janu Sirsasana. Just stick that left leg out to the side, right foot in. Take a nice stretch. Turn to the bent leg side. Your right leg, right arm comes back, left arm across. Big breath in and twist. Releasing. Back arm lifts you up. Keep those ribs lifting up. Exhale, twist. And then release and rotate towards that front leg. Square the hips up. Take your right arm up to sky. Big deep breath. And reach across and grab your left leg on the outside toe edge. Twisting one more time. Turn and square the chest. And inhale. Exhale, lower down. One last flank stretch for you. Feel the connection between the top of the back, lower, right on the SI joint here, twisting, lengthening. Breathe in, exhale, lowers. When you release, lift arm up to sky. We're going to stretch this out and come all the way over, lift up to the knee and take a nice side stretch, opposite side. And then come down and switch legs. Find the side twist first. Stick the heel down, flex the toes, left hand behind, right hand behind knee. Breathe in And then we twist, pulling belly in, twisting. Lengthen on the breath in, pull belly in, twist. And then release all the way around the other way, square up with that front leg. Left arm lifts, inhale, and reaches across to the opposite side on the little toe. Turn thumb down, just grab. If you can't reach, grab the shin. Breathe in, lengthen, and twist the body. So you square the shoulders with the front leg, and then exhale, lower. Breathe into the back again. You can always use your opposite hand to put energy in through that back. Release the bind. Arm up to sky. Reach all the way over. One last stretch this side. Long body. Pop up to the knee and lengthen. And then come down and bring the soles of the feet together and roll in right where we started. Wrap those fingers around, scoot those heels in, drop the knees. Feel what your middle body feels like now compared to when we began. Take a deep breath in and roll forward, opening the back. Bowing head, humble self back to earth. Find the mind just coming back. And as we roll up nice and easy, bringing those feet back together, completing the circle. Remember the connection between the bottom of the feet, the toes, the channels that we trace. And then we'll bring those hands together. Making the seal, the hands the same as the feet. Circle. Circling to the heart. And we take our hands up, lifting breath, and then bowing forward together. Thank you for practicing together. Plank twist day for the middle body. Take a Shavasana and close your cameras if you wish, or you can let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for practicing today.